classes at Berkeley, and then I stopped because I have work to do. Then I
Hmm.
decided to go back, and then I found out that there are no many classes, and I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, that's weird. But
Yeah.
just, it's
Just
not
one.
like I'm complaining. I'm just, wondering.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah, not a uncommon thing to wonder about. But yeah, I guess how's work been? You've said you've been working a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a teacher, so I'm a preschool teacher, so I have a lot to do.
Okay.
Evaluations and, paperwork and lessons.
Okay. Nice. And yeah, preschool teacher. How long have you been a teacher?
8 years.
Wow. So you must
Hmm.
like it. Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay. Yeah, I think it'd be strange. I always wonder what it'd be like having students for a year and then having a whole new group of students. Be interesting. Yeah, something that I've never really done. But okay. And what about in your free time? What have you been doing when you're not working?
Uh, Phew, reading, and it's just like reading articles and stuff like that related to work.
Okay.
I mean, New York. I mean, do you ever? No, wait. You told me that you're from. Hold on, I have to remember this. But you are not a New Yorker. Um. Oh, what was it? Maine? No, not Maine.
Close.
Uh. Gosh, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Don't be
Uh.
sorry. You've got a great memory.
Uh. Wait. I don't remember. Just
I'm
remind me
from
where you're from.
from New Hampshire, so just
New
north of
Hampshire.
Boston.
Oh gosh, I was so close.
Yeah, I can't believe you remembered that much. That's pretty astounding. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. And yeah, so you've been reading a lot of articles? Any
Yeah,
novels?
yeah. Actually, right now I'm about to read. Gosh, what's the name of the book? Water for Elephants.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I just want to read the book. I think that I'm gonna learn a lot of vocabulary.
Yeah,
And
it's a good book.
yeah, yeah, I think so too. I read a couple of pages, and I don't know, it's interesting.
For
So
sure.
we'll see. hmm Did you
Yeah.
watch the fight last night?
No, I didn't. We tried
No,
to
you
watch
did.
the fight, but we
I
couldn't.
couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't. I was so busy. I mean, I know that you. Oh no, wait, hold on. Costa Rica. What time is over there?
It was pretty early. It wasn't early. It was maybe 9 or 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have to watch the fight because everybody's complaining about it.
Yeah. Did they think that Pacquiao should have won? Or yeah, Pacquiao should have won.
Yeah, so I'm like, huh. Let's
Yeah.
see. I have to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I wanted to watch it, but I'm not a huge fan of boxing, so it wouldn't have really mattered. Um,
Yeah. You prefer soccer, right?
yes, again,
Yeah.
you, that fantastic memory of yours.
Anyways.
Yeah, I guess I was gonna wait for other people here. Wellington is.
Yeah, they're coming. Look,
Well, so
there's another person there.
Wellington,
Hello, how are you?
Wellington. Hey, I'm doing well. How's it going?
I'm fine, thank you. Sorry,
Nice, good to hear.
I'm late.
Don't be sorry, not a problem. I was just talking with Ron. Wellington, what have you done today?
I study, I attended about, I think, 4 classes, yes, and I played my keyboard a little,
You played your. Oh,
and
okay.
uh, yes, I rest a little too.
Nice. Sounds like a pretty good day. Really full.
Yeah,
5 classes is
yeah.
a lot.
Yes, four
It was
classes.
like it
They
wasn't early. It was
they
maybe
were
9
good.
or 10.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
And you? How are you? How
I'm
have you
doing
been?
doing really well. Been busy and lots of teaching, but been good. All right. But let's get started with today's class. Wellington, can you read the title in the next few lines?
Yes. Fairy tales. In today's class, we will talk about fairy tales, read sections of fairy tales, make up our own fairy tales.
Nice. Wellington, can you ask Ron the first question?
Okay. Ron or Maestra?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Ron, hi. What is a fairy tale?
A fairy tale. Um, a fairy tale is oh, a fantasy story. I don't know. Is is that correct? It's a fable? I don't know.
It's like a fable.
A fable.
Fable, yeah.
Hmm.
All right, Wellington, do you think you can add anything?
Hmm, it's a fable. Yes, sometimes in the fairy tales that came from England also had also have princes, princess, kings, witches, and specimens uh, in, enchanted pessimists, enchanted pessimists,
Enchanted.
specimens, or uh, cities.
Twilight Dwarf.
Yes, yes, worth is, but and in enchanting things.
Enchanted things?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure what word you were looking for. Maybe if you type it in the chat box, I can kind of help you out. I'm not sure though. But yeah, definitely. I think you guys are definitely right on target. Okay. And Wellington, can you ask Ron the next question?
Okay, Ron. Do you know any fairy tales from your country?
Fairy tales from my country. No, that I'm a no. I know fairy tales from another countries. I don't think we
Okay.
have fairy tales. I mean, we do have folk tales,
Huh?
which are different.
Yeah. So maybe folktales are very similar to fairy tales. I think it's
Well,
kind of
they're
like a
different because,
folktale.
huh? Sorry.
So yeah. So the fairy tales, like the Brothers Grimm fairy tales, those were old folk tales. They were just German folk tales, and then they were kind of collected. So folk tales and fairy tales are definitely similar to some
Okay.
extent. Um,
I mean, I know folk tales from other countries like Germany and how do you call it? Italy or whatever. Like what was the name of this folk tale? The giant turnip. I think that's a folk tale.
I've never heard of the giant turnip.
You never heard about it? That's awesome.
No.
It's that one that the grandpa go he planted a turnip and then the turnip grew so big and
Lost you
then
for a second.
he couldn't pull it out. He needs help from other people.
No, I haven't heard
No,
that
you
one.
never? It's really nice. It's really nice.
Okay, I'll have to look up the giant turnip. All right. And Shinwei, welcome to class. How's it going?
Fine, thank you for asking.
You're welcome. Yeah, it's good to see you, Shinwei.
Just
And
wake up.
excuse me.
Uh, I just wake up.
You took a week off?
I just woke up.
Ah, woke up. Okay. Good morning.
Good
Hopefully you
morning.
slept well. All right. And Ron, can you ask Wellington the next question?
Yes. Who told you stories when you were a child? What kind of stories did they tell?
And when I was child, my mom, my mother, told me some stories. And these stories were um, about I don't know, like snow. Um, I don't remember the name. Snow White, for example, like Snow White, and she she bought some kinds of some books, and she read for us.
Okay. Do you remember any specific books that you liked?
No, I don't remember because uh, I don't remember. And after this came the cinema, the TV, so my memories mixture the this time with the stories, the pictures, the cartoons that I see after.
Uh-huh. Okay. Good. You're missing an article right at the beginning. What article's missing?
Sorry.
Right up here. We're missing an article.
Okay. When I was a child.
Yeah. When I was a child.
Thank you.
Good. What about you, Shinwei? Who told you stories?
My grandmother told me a lot of fairy tales,
Nice. Do you remember any good ones? Any ones that you liked?
but I forget all of them.
No. Okay. And Ron, what about you? Who told you stories?
My sister. Yeah, my sister told me stories. I remember that my favorite one was Rapunzel. Yeah, she
What
used
did you
to.
like about Rapunzel?
What?
What did you like about Rapunzel?
Um, I. The truth is, I really like the witch. The
Okay.
witch. She was so mean to Rapunzel, and she wanna cut her hair, and she didn't want Rapunzel to have any friends, or she wanted Rapunzel to be um how do you say this thing, like captivated? No, wait, I'm making a word. Um, to be what is the word when you take someone, you put someone in this case in the castle, right, all the way up, and nobody can um get there.
She wanted her to be her captive.
Captive, that's the word. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I like about the story.
Nice. That's really funny. Um,
Such
okay.
a crazy child, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I would have wanted you having control over, too many other people with really long hair, but yeah. Nice. Okay. And let's have Wellington. Can you read the title and the words?
Yes. Irony, curse, villain, setting, heroine, narration, narrator, climax, supernatural, wicked.
Good. Okay, a couple small things. Narration.
Narration,
Yeah, and
narration,
narrator.
narrator,
Good. And climax.
climax, climax.
Good. Okay, and any questions about any of these words?
Curse is about the way, the path, as long the history goes. It's like that.
No.
No, no.
That'd be like a plot line, maybe? Who knows what a curse is?
Someone say the bad words to the other person.
When someone says bad words to another person. Okay. Ron, what happens with a curse when somebody is cursed? What happens?
Um,
Or what is a
I
curse?
have a question. Curse is not when you gave a kind of spell to someone, like
Hmm.
in this case, witches, if they curse you, you can have, I don't know, um, you can face a lot of problems in your life or things like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's what they say.
for sure. And yeah, so when you cast a spell on someone, so we cast spells.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Shinwei, a curse can be a bad word as well. So when you swear at somebody, that's called cursing. But
Villain.
generally, sorry. Okay. And Wellington, I think you were talking about the course of the story.
Okay. Thank you.
So really similar, but slightly different. Any other questions here?
Teacher, I have a question.
Okay.
I'm not sure this word. Villain.
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 Good. And who knows what a villain is?
Villain in general is the bad guy
Yeah,
in
bad
this
guy.
in the history.
Uh-huh.
Is the anti-hero.
Uh-huh.
Anti-hero.
Really well done. Exactly right. Does that make sense, Shinwei?
Okay, thank you.
And any other questions?
Nope.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go
Wicked.
on. Wicked? Okay, who can explain Wicked?
Wicked is
I
it's
know.
bad. It's like it's bad. Malevolous
Hmm.
is the status of the uh, is is a it's like a feel it's like a bad feeling. Uh,
Yeah. So you could describe a villain as being a wicked villain. So bad, malevolent, yeah, evil works. Does that make sense, Shinwei?
You explain that
Okay.
very
It's
well.
also
Thank you.
Maleficent.
How's it going, Zozo?
Hello. Sorry,
Hey,
I
no
came in
worries.
late.
That's okay. Welcome to class. And
Thanks.
it's good to have you. Okay, let's go on. Let's try this. And let's start with Ron. Can you try the first sentence?
Okay. Traders knew that Prince was an evil man. Oh, I have to use one of those. Okay. Okay. It was ironic that the princess was falling in love with the prince because readers knew that prince was an evil man.
Good. Really good job. Wellington, what about the next one?
They decided to do but because she was smart, she saved herself. The heroine decided to uh,
Mm,
no.
not heroin. The opposite.
Okay, the wicked.
Mm,
No, no,
you
no.
could use a wicked to describe this person.
Sorry, the villain decided to
Huh?
decide to decide to curse the heroine,
Hmm.
but because she was smart, she saved herself.
Good. Nice job. That was a hard one. Shinwei, what about the next one?
The the climax was coming to the the climax.
Not the climax.
The setting.
Not quite.
Uh,
So this is a person. So we need a noun here.
the the radar.
Uh-huh.
The radar was coming to the climax. Uh,
Sorry, Shinwei.
coming to the setting. Come to the setting.
Not the setting. I'm not-
Uh, come to the. Uh, I don't know.
He said, Joshua.
he said it. I didn't hear him. Shinwei, what was one of the things you said?
He come to the top of the mountain.
Sort of the top of the mountain. So if this is like the arch of the story,
Uh,
he's coming to this part.
climax. Come to the
Yeah.
climax. Mm.
Good. Can you read the whole sentence?
The reader was coming to the climax of the story when the little boy interrupted.
Good. Nicely done. Anna Christina, how's it going?
Hello, Joshua. Good,
Hey. Nice. Good
thank
to
you.
see you again.
Mhm.
Okay. And let's have So. Can you try the next one?
Okay. The curse creator was quite wicked. It did all sorts of terrible things.
Good. We couldn't use curse. We need an adjective to describe creature.
Super. Supernatural.
That would work. Um, there's another one that could work. What else could work here?
Wicked.
Uh-huh.
Villain. No.
Villain
Wicked.
wouldn't work. You could use villainous,
Villainist.
but yeah, Wicked is good. I think Wicked was the one I was looking for, but you did a good job. Nicely done, So. Ron, what about the last one?
Let's see. That's what was going down. Guys, are in a magical forest. The wait. The villain.
An abandoned castle in a magical forest.
The
So
wicked.
we're talking about where it takes place.
Oh, the setting. I'm sorry. The
No
setting
worries.
of the story was an abandoned castle in a magical forest.
Good. That's exactly right. Okay. And any questions here?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Okay.
What do they mean by super or that supernatural? It's supernatural. It's okay, I got it.
Okay. Okay.
I thought it's
And
supernatural.
oh yeah, no. Supernatural. Good. And any other questions here? Okay. We could try that. Let's try to tell a fairy tale. Sorry. All right, let's look at this. And Anna Christina, can you read the title and some of the questions?
Okay. Where does the story take place?
Yeah. And so just read through the questions.
Okay. Where does the story take place? Who are the good characters in your story? Who are the evil characters in your story? What problems does the main character have? What kind of help will the main character get? What magic is involved? How will the story end?
Nice. Okay. Only a couple of small things. Let's look at characters.
Character.
Yeah.
Character.
And then evil.
Evil. Evil.
Evil.
Evil.
All right. And let's start with Wellington. Where's the story going to take place?
I don't remember very well, but in a castle.
Okay. In a castle? Will the castle be in a desert, in the forest, by the ocean, on a cliff?
I don't remember, but I think it's in a desert. I don't know.
Okay. And you don't have to remember. It's just you make it up, right? So you're going to create it by yourself.
Okay, in a castle in the desert. There's can be.
Okay. Shinmei, who are some of the characters? Who are going to be our good characters?
A princess and a prince.
Okay. Good characters are princess and a prince. What are their names?
They are called Jack and Mary.
Jack and Mary.
Uh, they are called Jack and Mary.
Okay. And are they brother and sister, or are they, potentially romantically involved?
Brother and sister.
Okay, so they're brother and sister. Okay. And it looks like there's also a frog. Wellington, what's the frog's name?
The frog is Jerry.
Okay. Nice. And um, who are going to be the bad characters?
A wizard?
Lisa?
No. It's a wizard.
A lizard? A wizard.
Yes.
Can you repeat wizard?
Wizard.
hmm What's the wizard's name?
Hmm. Jack?
A wizard named Jack? So Jack the Prince and Jack the Wizard have the same name? That might be a little bit confusing.
Oh, okay.
Can we have a new name for the wizard?
Thunder?
Did you say what?
Thunder.
Fender?
Yes.
Okay. And does anybody, or maybe Ron, what about some minions?
What minions is? What does it
a-
mean? What does it
It's
mean?
like kind of like co-workers in evil, or minions. So we had the Wicked Witch of the West, and her minions were the Flying Monkeys.
I'm so confused. I'm sorry. um,
Did you ever see The Wizard of Oz?
Okay, no, really.
Okay,
I'm aware
so
of the movie. I, seen a couple of scenes, but not the entire
have you ever
movie.
have you ever seen any science fiction movies with like a bad villain?
Like the Lord of the Ring or Harry
Yes.
Potter?
Yep, so Sauron. He's like the main villain, and his minions are orcs and goblins.
Oh, so, yes.
Those would be like minions. They're like your workers, but they're also evil. So does this wizard have any minions?
I guess maybe a I don't know. Well, not really. No. Do we
Okay.
have to have minions?
No, we don't have to have
No?
minions.
Okay, so let's just skip the part.
Okay. Are there any other bad guys? Or just the wizard?
I guess just the wizard.
Okay.
Hi, teacher. Hi, talk.
Sorry, Shinwei? Yeah.
And a carpenter called Tom.
Ooh.
Okay, so there's also a bad carpenter called Tom.
Mm.
Okay, so what do they want? The princess and the prince. What do the princess and the prince want, and what do the bad characters want? And let's go with Anna Christina.
A wizard is a evil man. He wants to get married with the prince.
With the princess or the prince?
With the prince
Okay.
and kill to the prince.
The princess or the prince?
Prince. No.
So
Get married with the prince and kill the prince.
get married with a princess?
The princess is a woman.
Yeah, can you repeat princess?
Princess. Princess. And
Okay.
kill to the prince. And kill the prince.
Yeah, we wouldn't have the article or the preposition to, but good. And kill the prince. All right. All right, interesting. And Shinwei, what does Tom want? What's the evil carpenter want?
Uh,
The
the evil carpenter. The evil carpenter uh, helped helped the wizard because he got a lot of money from the wizard.
Okay, good. It's generally how things work. All right, and Wellington, how will our prince and princess, defend themselves? What are they going to do?
They will cheat the they will cheat um, cheat
Are you saying the word I think you're saying?
cheat.
Shoot? Like with a gun?
No, cheat.
Cheat.
Yes,
So it's got like
cheat.
a TCH. So it sounds
Yes,
like cheat. Can you repeat that?
cheat.
Ch- ch-
Cheat.
Cheat. Yeah,
Cheat. Yeah.
good.
The wizard and the carpenter pretend that uh, they are weak and that they uh, weak,
Weak?
yeah, weak, and that were uh, they were um, as they were they will accept the wishes of them.
Of the bad guys.
Yeah, the bad guys.
Okay. And okay. So how does that work for them?
Mm, I'm thinking.
Okay. So we still have the frog.
Yeah. The frog
Maybe
is
let's
a
say
magic.
no. Maybe it's a magic, and maybe the frog will turn out to be like like a hero or a superhero.
Okay. And the frog will save them?
Yes.
Okay, great. Let's start this story. Hold on. And let's start with Ron. Can you start us out with a Once Upon a Time?
I do. I need to see the characters and everything. Is that can? Yeah. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me just take a
Perfect. Yeah.
quick glance
Hold
of
on one
that.
second.
Oh, okay.
So let's get this. Sorry. Sorry, I'm trying to get rid of all the dots. There. And just maybe with the first sentence or two, Ron.
Okay. Once upon a time, there was a princess called Mary.
Okay. Maybe one more sentence.
Okay. Mary was a young woman with red long hair.
Long red hair.
Long red hair. Yeah, long red hair.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
And let's move on. Ana Cristina. So what happens next? Can you continue our story?
Yes. They are so happy living in their castle.
Okay, so we haven't introduced the other character yet, so we should introduce Jack.
Mhm. Mhm. Ah, brother and sisters. Okay.
But we need to introduce them. So we only have Once Upon a Time there was a princess called Mary. She was a young woman with long red hair.
Mhm. Uh-huh.
What
Jack
else?
Jack was a handsome man, a handsome and a good man
Okay.
who loved so much to Mary.
Who loved Mary so much.
Loved Mary so much.
Yeah. Can you read that one more time?
Jack was a handsome, good, well handsome and a good man who loved Mary so much.
Okay. You could say that too. Jack was handsome and a good man.
Mhm. Was handsome and a good man who loved
Maybe
and
if
he
we want to say
loved
it like that, yeah.
Mary so much.
Good. Shinmei, how'd you continue the story?
Uh, but uh, but An evil wizard, but an evil wizard called Fender was very jealous of them.
One more
He
sentence. Yeah.
he 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 was passionate about Mary. He was passionate about Mary's beauty. She really want to he really wanted to get married to Mary.
Nice. Wellington, what happened next?
Mm, Fender and uh, her friend, his friend, um, what's the name?
I think
Yes,
Tom.
His friend Tom, uh, planned to kill Jack. As soon he goes, as soon he will look for um, looking for uh, looking looking for food. Yeah. So,
As
so,
soon as
so
he went
he went.
looking,
He went looking for food. In looking for food. In the other, in the middle of the desert.
yeah, nice. And so, how would you continue this story?
Okay. The next day, when Jack was hunting in the desert, uh, okay, the Fender started his wicked plan. And Jack was hunting. Okay, he kidnapped Jack. Like, in chance to get Mary to come and rescue her brother.
In
Or
hopes
there, in hopes, yes, maybe.
that Mary would come rescue her brother? Nice. I like how this is coming. Can you repeat that last sentence one more time, so?
Ah, he kidnapped Jack in hopes that Mary would come rescue her brother.
Good. And Christina, how would you respond? Or how do you continue?
Um, ah. Oh my God. Um, how is named the brother?
Jack.
Jack. Jack. Jack felt a lot of worry.
Jack felt worried, or Jack felt very worried.
Okay, Jack felt very worried with this situation, about the situation,
Nice.
and wait and wait for his rescue.
Nice. Okay. And what happens next? Did we miss Ron? Ron? What happens next?
Can I talk?
Hold on one second. Ron, are you there? Maestra? Ron? I can see you're unmuting yourself. We can't hear you though. Okay, Shinwei, yeah, go ahead. Shinwei?
Fortunately, a rug called a furry. A rug called a furry.
Called
Wait-
Fairy?
Called a furry. Let's go back. Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
A rug called Jerry. Weightless. Weightless the whole.
Become I missed what you said.
Let me type it. Weightless.
So fortunately, a frog called Jerry.
Weightless.
Witness?
Weightless. The horse.
I'm not sure what word you
Witness.
witnessed.
Yes.
Can you repeat?
Witness.
Shinwei? Witnessed.
Witnessed.
Mm-hmm.
Witnessed. The horse. The horses. In cigarette. He tried to tell the truth to the Princess Mary. Can I talk?
We're actually just out of time. So unfortunately, it'll have to be a cliffhanger. Maybe you guys can make your own endings. It'll be fun. But thank you guys for coming in. And hopefully I'll see you again soon. Have a really good night.
Okay. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you,
You're
guys.
welcome.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.